Alright, we are back for the last time for some more Pokemon Shining Pearl. I will defeat them all. What's up, Casey? I will go ahead and defeat them all. So here we are. Take a look at the team one last time. Make them all wish they were never born. So first we have Ozai the Magmortar at level 60 with Sunny Day, Low Kick, Flamethrower, and Fire Blast. Happy Feet the Empoleon at level 61 with Ice Beam, Flash Cannon, Hydro Pump, and Drill Peck. Cherry the Cherrim with Sunny Day, Magical Leaf, Solar Beam, and Takedown. Caesar the Weavile at level 60 with Night Slash, Shadow Claw, Avalanche, and Hone Claws. Sassy the Perugly with Aerial Ace, Iron Tail, Body Slam, and Shadow Claw. Shock Your Face the Pachirisu at level 60 with Spark, Nuzzle, Super Fang, and Thunderbolt. So this is the squad. And this is the first time I've used any of these Pokemon in a playthrough team before. Except Empoleon. Empoleon is usually my go-to starter for Sinnoh games. How's the liquor? I'm done drinking it now. I drank like only half the bottle. This shit's strong as fuck, dude. Let me confirm that you are qualified to challenge the Pokemon League. To do so, I need to examine the gym badges you gathered from around Sinnoh. Like, it's not like super duper strong, but 20%'s, you know, still kind of strong. I didn't read the first two. It was like Veilstone City's Cobble Badge, Pastoria City's Sven Badge, Harlem City's Relic Badge, Canalave City's Mine Badge, Snowpoint City's Icicle Badge, and finally Sunnyshore City's Beacon Badge. You still feeling it? Yeah, a little bit. I got a bottle of water with me, so yeah. Very well. Trainer, you've indeed collected all the gym badges of Sinnoh. Demonstrate the power that brought you here and go for glory. So here we go. Like, when I first took my first drink before I even mixed it in with Sprite, I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a fun time, and then even with the Sprite. I was like, oh, alright. So first up, we have Aaron. He uses bug types. Hello, welcome to the Pokemon League. I'm Aaron of the Elite Four. It's so good to meet you. Oh, I should explain. I'm a huge fan of bug Pokemon. Bug Pokemon are nasty mean, and yet they're beautiful too. Would you like to know why I take on challengers here, in this room? It's because I want to become perfect, just like my bug Pokemon. Okay, let me take you on. Alright, here we go. Aaron, the bug-type Elite Four member. In my opinion, Aaron is probably the weakest Elite Four member out there. Like, he could be a potentially strong one for using bug types, but just like, he's not a good bug type user. I mean, heck, even in the anime, Jesse Seviper destroyed his Drapion. Anyways, he's got 5 Pokemon, level 53, so obviously Pokemon are going to start going up higher in level. They'll be about around the same level once we get to Cynthia. But since we have Ozai here, he's pretty much going to one-shot everything here. Heracross is next. He's sending that out because, oh, this is going to be a threat, so let me send out my Heracross that knows either Rock Slide or Stone Edge. It's going to be one of those two. Earthquake, actually. Okay, didn't expect Earthquake. I was like, we should survive that, yeah. Whew. I am still kind of feeling that alcohol. Alright, Ozai is level 61. Alright, next up is Beautyfly. That ain't nothing. Yeah, an Elite Four member, and he has a Dustox and a Beautyfly. Like, why? I'm actually going to go ahead and just full restore since he's on the Beautyfly. Beautyfly can't do anything to us. That's Psychic. That is not going to do anything. Yeah, that didn't really do anything. And Psychic's a pretty powerful move. Alright, Flamethrower. We're just going to keep on keeping on. Alright, there goes him. Cherry is now level 61. Alright. Vespiquen is next up. It's gonna have a Power Gem as its rock type move, but we should still be fine. Also, yeah, it didn't even get to move first. That's what Combi evolves into, by the way. And then his final Pokemon is Drapion. Level 57. And let's... Drapion used to be Bug type, but it's actually Dark Poison, so technically its only weakness is Ground type moves, but we don't have a Ground type move, so we're just going to go ahead and hit with a Fire Blast. It's going to hit first. Earthquake might kill us, actually. Oh no, we lived. What was I clutching that? And hitting the Fire Blast. Will it Oko? Ooh. It was so close. Not yet. Your first Pokemon League victory doesn't come so easily, kid. Will he go... He might heal. Yep, he heals. Okay. So we can try for another Fire Blast. I was going to say, like, we one-shot every single one of his Pokemon except the Drapion. It is faster from what it looks like. Let's use another full restore, see where it takes us. We'll probably use Earthquake again. Who knows, maybe it might be lucky and it'll dodge. Oh, he used Night Slash. My god, that does so much. Oh, because it got a critical hit, that's why. But it did get burned, so now its attack stat is now cut in half. So that's great. We can do that. We'll just full restore one more time. I was actually kind of expecting to one-shot all of Aaron's Pokemon. Or forget, Drapion can be kind of a pain sometimes. Critical. Why do you usually keep getting critical hits? That's like the third critical hit he's got in a row. He didn't use Focus Energy, or he used like a dire hit or anything, so I don't know why he keeps getting so many critical hits. Okay, there we go. I was like, it's about time. My goodness. We should be able to take him out with Flamethrower. Alright. And if Flamethrower doesn't take him out, then the burn should. Oh, never mind. I thought the Flamethrower would get him. And he, of course, he uses the full restore. So there goes his burn. This battle's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. I'll tell you that. Got him with the Fire Blast, maybe we can get a crit. As long as Earthquake doesn't Oko us. So I know we can live an Earthquake from him. Because it's not Stab. Not enough to take it out. We might have to just keep spamming full restores. Because I want to try and just beat him with just Ozai. Earthquake. Oh well, okay. Let me guess, that was a critical hit. Yep. Why is this Drapion so, like, beefed up to getting critical hits? That's so weird. We'll go to Sassy. Sassy should be faster. I'll just hit it with a Body Slam and call it a day. Oh, that's right, I gave Sassy the Quick Claw. I don't think the Quick Claw was needed, but either way, his Drapion's down. We could've just did that like ages ago. Alright, Leaf 4 Aaron has been defeated. I will now concede defeat. But I think you came to see how great Bug-type Pokemon can be. Help you realize what you're up against in the Pokemon League. Battling is a deep and complex affair. Like, obviously, his strongest Pokemon is his Drapion, but Drapion technically isn't even a Bug-type. It was a Bug-type before it evolved, but it decided to become Poison Dark instead of, you know, the Poison bug that it was. I lost with the most beautiful and toughest of bug Pokemon. We lost because I wasn't good enough. That's it. Back to training camp. Let's hear it from me. No, that was wrong. Anyway, go on to the next room. There are more trainers awaiting for you. They're all tougher than me. Alright. So... revive Ozai. And since we used up quite a bit of... now we'll just use an elixir on him. Alright, next up is Bertha, the ground type user. You know what, just to be safe, let's find the team for Grass Knot. Wherever it's at, my god. There it is. I'll go with 5 teams for Grass Knot. Let's get rid of Magical Leaf. Because just about everything on our team is going to be a lot heavier than Cherrim anyways. Well, well. You're quite the adorable trainer, but you've also got a spine. Aha! I'm Bertha. I have a preference for ground-type Pokemon. Well, would you show this old lady how much you've learned? Alright, Elite 4 Bertha. Just gonna start with Quagsire. Something 4 times weak to Cherry, so it's all good. Grass Knot. Gonna OHKO the Quagsire, obviously. I don't know what my Quagsire had, so I probably could have just set up a Sunny Day. So I'd at least have a... Alright, next up is Wishcash. Wishcash I don't think can do anything to us. So maybe I'll set up the Sunny Day now. I'll set up Sunny Day, just to be safe. If I want to use Solar Beam. Plus, actually, another thing about it, Pokemon might have an Ice-type move. Bulldoze, okay. That ain't nothing. That did nothing. Alright, Grass Knot. Oh, you lived. Well, of course, that berry did make it so you could survive it. Landed a critical hit and it still lived. Alright. And you're going to use another Rindo Berry. Alright. Cool. The good thing is I think that all of our Pokemon are slow anyways, so I'm pretty sure we could still outspeed it, whatever. Yeah, we still outspeed the Wishcash even after 2 speed drops. I need to use Solar Beam on something. Not sure what I'm going to use on it yet. Definitely not the Powdon she's going to send out. Sudowoodo. We'll keep the current Pokemon. Alright, Solar Beam. Alright. Next up is Golem. This thing might have Sturdy. That's great. We'll just use Solar Beam anyways. Heavy Slam, okay. It didn't do as much as I thought it would. Please do not have Sturdy. That would just make this battle even more longer than it needs to be. Yeah, they had Sturdy. It's a shame we don't have Giga Drain. That'd be a nice move to have. But it's fine, it's whatever. Full restore. And you're gonna live with another 1 HP because your sturdy ability. Stone Edge. Ooh. Please live this. Nope. Okay. Alright. We're gonna sacrifice Ozai. Yeah, we have 5 max survivors. Let's just use one. I don't know why I have this many. Usually in the game, like in the older games, they at least give you like 1 max survive, but... There we go. Alright, back to Cherry. There's another Grass Knot. Now the golem was dead. And Cherry's now level 62. What do I want to learn? Pedal Dance. Ooh. 120, 100. That one does take 2 turns to use, so you know, let's go ahead and get rid of Solar Beam for now. See how Pedal Dance works out for us later on. That's it, because we're keeping Grass Knot just for this Hippowdon. You could have wanted to learn, you know, and that's a female one, it's not a shiny one. Males are the yellow, and then while females have, you know, the dark gray black color. And since Hippowdon is so much heavier than Chair, we're about to Oko this thing. Yep. Alright, Bertha's been defeated. Well, dear child, I must say that was most impressive. Your Pokemon believed in you and did their best to earn you the win. Even though I've lost, I find myself with a silly grin. You're quite something, youngster. I like how you and your Pokemon earned the win by working as one. That's what makes you so strong. Ha 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 ha. I think that you can go far as you want. Alright. So that's 2 Elite Four members down out of 4. Next up is... who's next? Flint, the fire type user. So naturally, Happy Feet is in the front. Actually, before we do that, do we have a PP Max? Yeah, I know. Funny. PP Max. We have 3 PP ups, but no PP Max. HP up. Alright. PP ups it is, then. Alright, now we have 8 Hydro Pumps. Alright, on to the third guy. Yo, trainer. You had me count on the days on my fingers waiting for you to come. I heard from Volkner what you did in Sunny Shore. You managed to light a fire in that guy's heart again. How could you not expect me to look forward to seeing you in battle? Watch Flint, the fire type Elite Four member, only have 2 fire types on his team. Alright, first up is Rapidash. For anything, this thing might try to set up Sunny Day, so we can try to use Solar Beam. But this thing is incredibly frail, so one Hydro Pump will take this thing out. Oh, it's going to go with Flame Charge, okay. But one Hydro Pump, if it doesn't miss, should kill this thing. Yeah, there we go. I was right. Alright, next up is Lopunny. Let's go into Sassy. So back in Diamond and Pearl, since you can only have two fire types being either Infernape or Rapidash, and he has both of those on his team, he had to settle for some other Pokemon on his team since the Sinnoh Diamond and Pearl decks only had two fire types in it. So he has a Lopunny, I believe, with Fire Punch, a Steelix with Fire Fang, and then a Drifblim with and of course with Burn Now. Of course. Oh, and it immediately healed his burn. That's funny. Does your Lopunny have leftovers? Oh my god, his Lopunny has leftovers. That's funny. And boom. Oh, very close. High jump kick. Oh, that's scary. Alright, put it back into the orange range so it doesn't heal up its okay, there we go. Your leftovers became your demise. You should have full restored when you had the chance, Flint. Now your Lopunny's down. Alright, next up is Steelix. Let's go to Ozai. And we'll Fire Blast you. Alright, Steelix is down. Next up should be Drifblim. Caesar went to 61. As I went to level 62. Yep, next up is Drifblim. Oh, let's go to Caesar. Alright, and one Night Slash. Stab should take this thing out. Yep. This thing probably has Aftermath, though. Oh, I guess not. Alright, now what's left is Infernape. Let's see how it does against my Empoleon. Actually, Infernape probably has close combat. That's probably a bad idea. I can feel your determination. Your will is overpowering me. Level 61 Infernape. Yeah, I figured it had close combat. That'd have been great if it hung on with determination, but of course it didn't. Alright, Empoleon's down, so... But we still got some Pokemon we can use. Alright. It's time for Shock Your Face. He hasn't seen a battle at all during this, challenge. Alright, first up, Nuzzle. Close combat. Okay. Okay, never mind. It's just gonna one-shot Shock Your Face. But you know what? It just dropped its physical and special defense twice. This isn't looking too good for a team, but... And Caesar may be weak to him. And would die to one thing, but... Let's see how much Shadow Claw does. Oh, it has Mach Punch. Come on, of course it has Mach Punch. That is so uncool. Alright, fine. Stop spamming close combat. Oh my god. Please stop. His Infernape is about to sweep my entire team. My goodness. As he keeps getting critical hits. Alright, let's try Empoleon. He's got to be out of... He's probably out of close combats by now. Close combat should only have like 5 PP. Bring back out Happy Feet. If it hits with Mach Punch, we should be able to live it. Just barely, but we should be able to live it. And then Hydro... Oh, it has another... Oh, we dodged the last close combat. Oh, come on. Why do you still have... Oh my god, we dodged it twice in a row. Oh. Are you kidding me? It lived with 1 HP. Oh, of course. It has the Focus Sash. The situation is heating up. I'm blazing now. You know what? He's going to heal. Yep. All we have to do is just not miss this. Yep, there we go. That's the battle. I'm so glad we dodged 2 close combats back to back. Alright, Elite Four Flint's been taken down. Whoa! I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't looking down on you, but I didn't think for a second that I'd lose. This is fantastic. You and your Pokemon are inspiring. You know the funny thing about about this battle is? Whew, burnt right down to cinders. Is we were pretty much destroying his team, but like as soon as he sent out that Infernape, he just like started OHKOing everything. Alright. Next up is Lucian, the Psychic type user. So it's time for Caesar to get up in there. Last Elite Four member. You timed your arrival well. I've just finished reading a book, you see. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lucian. I am a user of Psychic types. I must say, you've already proven yourself to be outstanding by coming this far. They say I am the toughest of the Elite Four. I'm afraid I'll have to go all out against you to live up to that reputation. Alright. Here we go. Final Elite Four member, Lucian. Alright. First up is Mr. Mime. Alright, we need to get rid of Mr. Mime fast because I don't think we need to even worry about setting up any, like, Hone Claws or anything. We're just going to Shadow Claw it and call it a day. Should OHKO. Or not. Wow, okay, that did, like, nothing. You know what? He's just going to spam Reflecting. His next move is going to be a Light Screen, probably. So, you know what? Let's just start setting up some Hone Claws. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, the thing might have a Fairy type move, which is really bad against a... Yeah, there we go. Dazzling Gleam. I forgot about Dazzling Gleam. Oh! Alright, 1 Hone Claws maybe might be enough. Please get a crit. Oh my god, that did nothing. Alright, please dodge this next Dazzling Gleam. Ah! Yeah, okay. This is a bad idea. Oh! Oh! Let's try regular Night Slash. It's stab, so it might just do more than Shadow Claw. Yep, okay. Ooh. Sassy Grows a level 63. Alright, what's next? Metacham. Ooh. I think it's a fighting type move. still has Reflect up too. Let's just try it. Night Slash. See how much it does. Okay, it didn't even do half. Alright. You know, it would have been great if it missed. But of course it didn't. Go to Happy Feet and just use a Drill Peck on it. After, Wow, we've already used up so many Max Revives. We had like 5 of them, and I only have like 2 left after those. High Jump Kick, another one? You hit another one? Really? Oh my god. Why did you get 2? Why couldn't you like miss one? Okay, we move first, so we're faster than Metachamp. Alright, cool. You got a crit, very cool. Thank you, Happy Feet. Alright, next up is Giraffe Rig. Which I know should not be able to do anything to us. Should be faster than everything else on the team. He does have a God, what is it called? Oh wow, that did nothing. Trick Room. Oh great. Now the Giraffe Rig's gonna be faster than us for 5 turns. Alright. Reflect 4 off. Oh, we can use Avalanche. It's gonna go first, so it's gonna hit us with something. Thunderbolt. Interesting. Ooh, very close. Alright, he's gonna heal. So we can set up a Home Claws. Alright, another Avalanche. Oh, Light Screen? Really? Come on. Okay, it's got to attack this time. Yeah, there we go. But I'm not using special type attacks, so I don't know why it set up Light Screen. Paralysis? Oof. Okay, cool. We still have the Avalanche. And it took out Giraffe Rig. Very nice. Critical hit. Okay, he's got 2 Pokemon left. Alright, we're back to normal. Alakazam is next. Trick Room is over, so he was able to waste its entire Trick Room. Full Restore. Alright, it's gonna use Nasty Plot. It's gonna, I believe, boost up its special attack with that. Yeah, special attack grows sharply. But I believe we should be faster than Alakazam. Alakazam was fast, but we're faster, I believe. Oh no, it's faster than us. Ooh, Shockwave did a decent amount. But Night Slash will take that thing out in 1 hit, because they are incredibly frail just like we are. But I hit it with Stab, Night Slash. Alright, last up is Bronzong. Now what should I do? Alright, Bronzong's his final Pokemon, level 63. And 1 Night Slash should take it out after Home Claws? Yep, it does. Alright, very cool. Alright, and Caesar's level 62. I see. You getting past the 3 before me was no fluke. Your power is real. Congratulations, you've now beaten Elite Four. However, that doesn't mean we're done with the Pokemon League. There remains the champion. I should warn you, the champion is far stronger than the Elite Four. Now go on, step through the doorway to your final battle. Alright, let's get everything set up. We're gonna keep those last, oh, I was like, nobody needs to be revived. Alright. Special defense? I don't think anybody needs it. We'll just give it all to Caesar. Iron, raise up that regular defense. Oh, well, he can't use it anymore. Okay. First up will be Spiritomb, so... yeah, Spiritomb will be first. We could probably teach... do we have another Dazzling Gleam TM? Team Year... whoops. Nope. Yeah, Dazzling Gleam. We have one of them. Alright. Takedown is going away for now. Alright, so Cherry, you go up front. Alright, we have 6 rare candy, so it'd be 1 for everybody. Okay, let's do it. Alright, 64. I did not mean to use that on Cherry. Happy Feet. Ozai. Yeah, the other one who's not going to get one is going to be Sassy. The Caesar definitely gets one. And then let's give one to Shock Your Face. Okay, here we go. Do you think we can beat Cynthia? Whew, okay. Spiritomb should be first. Weak to fairy type moves. We have Chairman in the front for that. Have you been keeping well? Thank you for Mount Coronet. I'm truly grateful. Together, you and your Pokémon overcame all the challenges you faced, however difficult. It means that you've triumphed over any personal weaknesses, too. The power you learned, I can feel it emanating from you. But that's enough talk. Let's get on with why you're here. As the Pokemon League champion, I accept your challenge. Here it is, the strongest champion in all of Pokemon history. People usually consider her the hardest champion of all the champions. And as for someone who's faced many of these champions many times before, especially her, I've faced her many times, she definitely gives me the most problems. I can be prepared for her as much as I want. At least our Pokemon are going to be like around the same level range, so that's good. Alright. Dazzling Gleam. We move first, so we're faster than Spiritomb. Doesn't do half. Dark Pulse. Alright, we avoided it. Another Dazzling Gleam. Alright, it's going to heal up next turn. Oh, never mind. It has a Citrus Berry, it looks like. So this next Dazzling Gleam might take it out. Dark Pulse. Not worried about it. Oh wow, that actually did a lot more than I thought it was going to. Oh, because it was critical hit, that's why. But we are... oh, you're withdrawing. Roserade, okay. Alright. We need Cherry for Spiritomb, so we're switching to Ozai. Sludge Bomb, okay. Okay, that does a lot. Alright, Flamethrower. Oh, you're faster. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Sassy, it's your turn. Aerial Ace. Okay. Energy Ball, okay. Oh, yeah, it is grass type, so that makes sense. See how much aerial ace even does. Not enough. And poison point. Alright, we need to bring back Ozai. Ozai can live one sludge bomb from it. That's all we needed to do. I know we have more max revives. Alright, Ozai. Here we go. After that, we have one more max revive. And we need to make it count. Alright, flamethrower. Sludge bomb will live it unless it crits. Okay, it didn't crit. Okay, that's the first Pokemon we've taken down so far. Alright, what's next? Gastrodon. Okay. Cherry's back out. Cherry should outspeed Gastrodon. Let's use Petal Dance. Okay, we are faster. Good. That should OHKO it. Alright, good. Let's hope she doesn't send out Spiritomb next. Alright, Milo. Ooh, that's actually really good. Unless it moves first and hits me with, like, Ice Beam. Petal. Okay, we move first. She made a dumb decision. Oh, but it lived. Okay, there goes the Ice Beam. Alright, you know, it's fine, it's fine. Charm pretty much did its job. Spiritomb is still alive, but it's not at full. Oh, burn. Oh, Flame Warp. This thing must have guts. Okay. Shock your face. This is important. Spark. We have the higher physical attack than we do special attack. Oh no, we didn't kill it. Oh, it has recover. Oh, okay, that didn't do as much as I thought it would. Alright, Thunderbolt. Let's see how much Thunderbolt does. Probably does more. A little bit more, I think. Scald. Okay, we live that. Alright. If only we had a stronger physical electric type move. Full restore. Okay, I don't know why you're doing that. What was the point of the Flame Orb? Alright, you know what we need to do? Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, like, hopefully it doesn't heal up immediately from that. Alright, Super Fang for one. Drop his HP down a little bit. Okay, you're just gonna keep using Recover? Really? Did you just assume I was gonna do that? Alright. We could take another Scald from it. I know that much. I don't know about... Oh, I missed. Okay. This Milotic's actually a little bit more tricky than I thought it was going to be. You know what? I only have 3 Pokemon left. Well, she still has like 4 or 5. Only like 2 of her Pokemon are dead, so like 4 still. Caesar can take just about anything. Actually, Rose probably. Let's just go ahead and hit her with a Night Slash. That should finish it off. Or not do a thing. My god. This thing just does not want to go down. Yeah, let's start setting up some home claws then, I guess. Oh, it's withdrawing. Lucario. Ooh, no, that's bad. That is really bad. That is really, really, really bad. That is not something I want to be fighting right now. Nope. Ozai? Okay, it goes for Aura Sphere, so I knew it was going to use a fighting type move. Can we live that? Nope. Maybe Happy Feet can live something. Alright. Let's hope Hydro Pump can... Alright, let's hope we can live in Aura Sphere. And hopefully Hydro Pump does... Okay, it lives in Aura Sphere. It can live in Aura Sphere. Hydro Pump. No! It missed! We're gonna have to revive some Pokemon. Who do I revive? Shockyo Face, I guess? Maybe Shockyo Face might be faster than Lucario. I should have saved before the battle. We've only taken out 2 of our Pokemon. Alright, Aura Sphere, that's gonna kill us. Oh no, Shockyo Face lived! It lived! This is perfect. This is exactly what we needed. Nuzzle's gonna paralyze it. And that's gonna drop its speed down. And then we can revive Ozai. Hopefully the paralysis lowers its speed enough. Ozai, I need you to please outspeed. I'm not going to risk it with Fire Blast. We're going to go with Flamethrower. Okay, we're faster. Okay, Lucario's down. Alright, Milotic's coming back in. Alright. Probably should have stayed in Magmortar and then switched over to okay, it's still burned. I don't know what it's going to want to do. I think we can just start Hone Clawsing up. Because everything else is just going to be taken out by Weavile. Okay, it's just going to spam Recover. So once we get like a couple of these set up, we should be good. Scald really shouldn't do anything. Okay, we can take another 2 Scalds. Unless it crits. Alright, Night Slash. Let's see how much it does. Still not enough. That was a critical hit? That did nothing. Ooh. That was a critical hit and it lived. Thank you, Weavile. God, this battle has got me stressed out. Alright. Alright. Hone Claws again. We'll just keep setting up Hone Clauses. Raise up that attack and accuracy. We don't really need the accuracy thing, but the attack helps. Alright. Alright, she's gonna keep Season Scald. Please don't get the burn. That's what I'm scared about. No, fuck! Alright, I have to use another full restore. Because I'm not about to have that half attack shit. Because of just half my attack. We need to get that burn to go away right now. Starting to think maybe I should have bought more full restores. I got cocky. Alright, you're burned again. Just keep setting up home claws. Alright, don't burn, please. Alright. Do we have anything for special attack? I mean, prevent stat reduction. No. X accuracy, X speed, dire hit. We don't have an X special defend. Alright, surely after who knows how many home claws. That still doesn't do like a thing. Ice beam, really? Interesting tactic. Recover again? Alright. I guess we'll just keep using home claws. Ice beam for some reason? Okay. Sure, you do whatever you want, weirdo. Maybe she ran out of scalds, because I do have pressure. And it doubles the amount of time as it gets used within a match, so. Yeah, she ran out of scald. So I can set up freely. Alright, our attack's maxed out. Okay. Letting the burn wear down. We're maxed out attack and accuracy. Full restore. Restore up there. It's going to use an ice beam, but we resist it, so I don't really care too much. Okay, it's going to use recover. It can't attack us anymore. What is this other move? I know it's Ice Beam, Scald, Recover. I don't know what its fourth move is. Alright, Night Slash. Stab. Okay. Another Ice Beam. That won't do anything. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, the Milotic's down finally. Spiritomb, alright. We're staying in. We have the max attack, and we're faster. Night Slash. This should OHKO it. Okay, it did. Okay, okay. Final Pokemon. It's just your Garchomp. We're staying in. I can't remember the last time I was put in a corner like this. Level 66. It's 3 levels higher. Oh, what if it uses Giga Impact? Oh, Earthquake. Oh, please live. Please live. No! I should have just went with Night Slash. No! I'm gonna have to see if I can stall it out. I just wasted all that time. I'm just gonna start slowly reviving everybody. Earthquake. If anybody can take a hit, that's the thing. If we can get it to use Giga Impact, that'd be great. And then I can go in and just have... It's just gonna keep spamming Earthquake. Literally the last Pokemon, come on. That or use Dragon Rush and miss. Poison Jab. This thing knows Poison Jab too? I can't make that gamble. I needed to miss a move, or one of my Pokemon to just hang on with 1 HP. And then I could try and make the gamble with Weavile. But nobody wants to live. I need somebody to live something. I need somebody to hang out with like 1 HP. That's what I need to happen. I'm just stuck in a loop of just spamming revive. I should have went with Night Slash. I would have outsped. Come on, somebody just hang on. I need somebody to hang on so when I send out Caesar, I can at least attempt to try to use Night Slash and see if the gamble will work. Try Happy Feet, I guess. She's eventually gonna use up all of her Earthquakes. I have one more Max Revive. Somebody needs to fucking hang on. I guess if anybody were to hang on the best way, it'd be Happy Feet. Caesar wouldn't have enough affection to hang on, so... Swords Dance, okay. That's still scary, though. Okay, so I know it knows Earthquake, Poison Jab, and Swords Dance. So it doesn't seem to... Maybe it won't have Giga Impact. Alright, I need another Pokemon. That'd be good. Just let's go to Sassy, I suppose. Okay, that's scary. She's setting up Swords Dance now. Well, let's see if it goes for another Swords Dance. Nope, goes for Dragon Claw. Can we survive it? Nope. I wanted it to see if it could tough it out. Let's see what a Night Slash does. Can we outspeed it with Night Slash? Okay, we can't outspeed it with Night Slash. But Night Slash does like nothing! Poison Jab, okay. Alright. Maybe if I can get like Shock Your Face to like paralyze her or something. Poison Jab. I'm just gonna keep spamming all this moves. So it knows Poison Jab, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Sword Stance. There's literally nothing I can do. It's just gonna keep OHKOing everybody. I need somebody to hang on, or to go for like another Sword Stance or something. I know that Caesar's faster. That much I know for sure. Well, at least with pressure can lower the amount of time. We only have 11 revives left. God, there's like nothing I can do. Like, I could probably try to get it to where it's gonna only stuck using Sword Dance, but I don't know how long that's gonna take. And I don't have enough revives for it. Even if I do keep using Caesar's pressure. Okay. Oh, it dodged. It dodged. It's about time somebody did dodge. Alright. Oh, it lived. Okay, I think it's out of Earthquakes. Full Restore, Happy Feet. Let's see if we can take... It does resist the dragon, even though it does... Alright. Okay. Alright, we just needed to miss again. It's out of Earthquakes. And we resist both the dragon and the poison move it has. Let's see if Happy Feet can do this. As long as it doesn't get crit. We just need it to dodge or something. Yeah, that'd be our best bet, is having it dodge. We're running out of potions. It's gonna start moving to Poison Jab probably here soon. Just need to dodge. Come on, dodge. Come on, dodge. Dodge already, come on. Come on. We're running out of potions here. Please dodge. Please dodge. Please dodge. Please dodge. Please dodge. Please dodge. Nope. Do we still have one more max? Okay, we do have one more max revive. If the dodge thing doesn't work, I have an idea. Since it's out of Earthquakes, we could try... Come on, why don't you dodge? Please, Happy Feet. This battle's taking a lot longer than it needs to because you just don't want to dodge. If you can dodge, we can do this, Happy Feet. Oh my god. After this, there's no more full restores. Oh my god, Happy Feet, please dodge. I have only 8 revives left too. Come on. Dodge, please. Dodge, 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 dodge. Okay, he's going for Sword Dance. He must be out of Dragon Claws. Okay. Alright, we're fully healed. This next move, I believe, decides if we can do this or not. Okay, it's going for Swords Dance. Oh, it's gonna resist the Ice Beam a little bit, but we might be able to do it still. Okay. Did it run out of poison jabs too? I won't let this end yet. This match is too fun to let it end easily. Cynthia, you're stressing me out. Okay, what does it? Oh yeah, that's right. We're immune to poison. I forgot. We did it. Oh my god. The funny thing is that I got Caesar just so it could outspeed Garchomp, but and I should have just went with Night Slash, but I was like, no. I wanted to go for the 4x weakness. Just a few minutes ago, you were the most powerful challenger, and just now you became the most powerful of all the trainers. You are now our newest champion. Oh my god, yes, I did it. God, that had me stressed out so much. And now people know why Cynthia's like the hardest champion. I mean, hell, I've been playing Pokemon for years and I fought Cynthia on countless battles. Hell, they nerfed Cynthia's Garchomp compared to regular Diamond and Pearl, and she was still a pain in the ass to fight. I don't even know if I would even consider that nerfing, because they gave it Swords Dance. And that's a scary move for a Garchomp to have. Because Swords Dance gives it +2 attack. You gave the support your Pokemon needed to maximize their power, and you guided them with certain needs to secure victory. You have both passion and calculating coolness. Together, you and your Pokemon can overcome any challenge that may overcome our way. Those are the impressions I got from our battle. I'm glad I got to take part in the crowning of Sinnoh's new champion. Now then, step onto the lift. God, I'm still... The room ahead is the Hall of Fame. Oh, here goes Professor Owen. Viper, your last battle was splendid. Oh, hello, Professor Rowan. A child I enlisted from my Pokedex project has come this far. It's only natural that I come and witness their crowning achievement. Viper, I shouldn't call you a child anymore. You've grown into a real champion. Professor, you still enjoy the enthusiasm kids bring to your research, don't you? Step this way, please, Viper. Professor Rowan, I need you over here as well. Oh my god. Finally did it. It's been a long while since I last entered this room. If the last time you were here is when I became champion, then yes, that would be quite a long time ago. Viper, welcome to the Hall of Fame. Your names will be recorded for posterity here. What you are leaving are the memories of your adventure so far. It's time to record your names, you and your Pokemon. Remember, your Pokemon are partners that grew with you through many challenging battles. This machine will make a permanent record of your achievement. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Sherry the Cherim. Happy Pete the Empoleon. Ozai the Magmortar. Caesar the Weavile. Sassy the Perugly. Shock Your Face the Pachirisu. We did it. Finally did it. This game was starting to get kind of easy to the end part, and then... I will say, going through the Elite Four, even though they started giving me some troubles near the end, so does like Flint's Infernape, That's probably the easiest time I've went through an Elite Four challenge, but Cynthia was still super hard. So I'm glad I finally got to play through a Sinnoh remake. I love Sinnoh so much, you know. It's been a big part of my childhood, you know. I think I was about like 11 or so when I got my DS and a copy of Pokemon Pearl. And I played that game forever. Like, my god. Pokemon Shining Pearl. I did it. That was great, actually. I enjoyed that game still. Director Yuichi Ueda. Instead of Junichi Masuda, we got... there we go. Another director, Junichi Masuda. He did help out to help this game out, but I feel like there's some Drifloon in the background. But it was mostly Ilka Games. Junichi Masuda just kind of lended a hand. I mean, why wouldn't he? I mean, you know, he's been working on Pokemon games for ages, so of course he would want to, you know, put a hand in with the developer who's never really, you know, made their own game. It's kind of interesting that Ilka, you know, this is their first real, you know, game they pretty much were making themselves. Sure, it's a remake, but still. There's us leaving on our journey. Wonder if it'll show the Pokemon we used for important battles. Where's this at? Oh, this must be like the Orberg Museum. I don't think I've ever went in there. I just completely skipped the Orberg Museum. There's Rourke. That's at the Pokemon Center. Oh, man, but yeah, I will say, obviously, this game does have its problems, you know what I mean? But yeah, what game wouldn't have its problems? This was a fun time. I really enjoyed playing through Sinnoh again on a faster engine than what Diamond and Pearl had, since I never had a chance to play Platinum. I enjoyed this. It gave me a chance to use different Pokemon than I'm normally used to using. Oh yeah, that's the one thing I completely forgot was the mansion in Eterna Forest after we got cut. Whoops. But this was fun. I enjoyed this. Sure, of course, the XP share kind of got a little out of hand, but in the end, it seemed to have been a good thing because even though we had that experience share taking us on the entire way, and our Pokemon were like in the 60s by the time we got to the Pokemon League, we still had a hard time with Cynthia. Like, some of the Pokemon League characters, you know, they each had like at least one Pokemon that kind of gave us a hard time. Like, for Aaron, it was a Drapion, and then for Bertha, nobody really. But I guess, yeah, nobody really gave us a hard time for Bertha, really. Yeah, but we did at least, you know, have a Pokemon, a faint or two, you know, during those times. Flint definitely gave us a run for our money, because, you know, we were pretty much kind of sweeping his team, and then by the time he got to his Infernape, he was like, alright, I'm gonna destroy you right now. And then Lucian, you know, he still did his best. He was probably a little tougher, maybe. Definitely gave me a little bit more run for my money than I thought he would have. But Cynthia, definitely, in my opinion, still the hardest champion fight out there, even in the remakes. She might be harder in regular Diamond and Pearl. I'd have to replay regular Diamond and Pearl to give my thoughts on that, but this definitely had me feel like I'm playing an old school Pokemon game, because Cynthia is still a very tough fight to do. Like, it's just so funny that like, everyone was like 10 levels under me, and I was like 10 levels ahead of everything else. And then like, oh, there's the 3 Late Guardians. As soon as I got to the Elite Four, they started catching up real quick. Like, even in the Victor Road, everyone was kind of pretty below me. And then as soon as I entered that Pokemon League, everyone was just kind of right on par with me. And then Cynthia was pretty much as well and started kicking my ass. And I was like, oh boy. And I know a lot of people are some kind of conflicted because, oh, it's, not, full, 3D whatever, like a big, upscale remake, like, some of the other games were compared to the other ones because, they obviously look better, not like, just the same old thing. This is like, it pretty much just looks like a pretty much more 3D-ish Diamond and Pearl, like Diamond and Pearl, but, bigger. Like, at its core, this is pretty much just Diamond and Pearl again. Yeah, but I will say I did enjoy this game a lot. This was fun. I know, like I said, a lot of people had a lot of, complaints about, like, oh yeah, why are we going back to the stupid chibi mode? I'm like, I don't know, I mean, back in the day, this is what Pokemon was about. Sure, when it was going more 3D, they were kind of getting rid of the chibi. Like, in X and Y, we had the sub-chibi, and then, like, the fully proportioned models during battles. I mean, we do have the fully proportioned models during, battles here, and going with chibi, but, and I will admit, it kind of controls a little weird when you're moving around, because, this map, wasn't really built for, full 3D. This game was built to run on a D-pad. And the D-pad even runs kind of weird on here because, like, the D-pad on Switch isn't the greatest, I'd say. But this was still fun. And you're like, oh yeah, you can catch Palkia in a Pokeball. That was pretty easy. That shouldn't have been that easy, but Palkia has the catch rate of a Murkrow, even back in the original Pearl version, so that's completely fine. But yeah, I guess just to wrap things up here, it definitely doesn't have, of course, this game does have its problems. A lot of people have been complaining about bugs or whatever, or, where people, like, soft lock themselves in, and, like, I'll see, like, screenshots of how people, like, soft lock themselves in, I'm like, how the hell do you do that? You can't possibly be that dumb to, like, somehow soft lock yourself in there. Like, oh, it's autosave. I'm like, just turn off autosave then. You don't have to use it. I don't really like using autosave, so, I mean, like, every game autosave was in, so basically Sword and Shield in this game, like, I looked at my settings and boom, it was gone. Alright, but basically, we have the team here. Let's put everybody in order. In order of how we caught them. Alright. There we go. We got Happy Feet, Shocktail Face, Cherry, Ozai, Sassy, and then Caesar. Obviously, Shocktail Face, who's been a pretty big member of our team recently, for most of the game, unfortunately didn't really get too much of a chance to shine, and obviously can show that, like, oh yeah, this thing wasn't doing too much damage, especially against the Milotic, but Milotic is pretty beefy of a Pokemon, so it would have made sense. But, I mean, Shocktail Face really didn't have any screen time except for pretty much getting killed. But other than that, everyone, not just in the league, but just throughout the whole game, everyone is, gave what they're all. This, when I was going into this team, I was kind of skeptical. I'm like, okay, I know I'm going into this team like this, and I really didn't expect anybody to really be that good, except maybe, obviously, the starter, Magmortar maybe, and then Weavile, because, like, I've always heard, like, oh yeah, Purugly isn't really that great, Charm isn't really that great, and obviously Pachirisu isn't that great. Because Pikachu clones for each region usually aren't that great, and they usually fall off pretty hard near mid-game at most, or even late-game. But through and throughout this entire thing, this team definitely held up and did a really amazing job, just getting me through things. Got through some tough battles, made some of these battles, like, super easy. Like, Pachirisu should have fell off, like, a long time ago. but I didn't actually start noticing it actually not really being that useful until literally the champion fight. And even in the champion fight, it did help out a little bit by helping paralyze the Lucario and, you know, whittle down the Milotic a little bit. So even then, it even still played a part. Other than that, yeah, everyone, you know, was really great. I really enjoyed this team. This was an interesting team. I've never, like I said, obviously I've used the starter, but everyone else on this team I've never used before in an in-game playthrough. More specifically, like, just in general, but also in a Sinnoh playthrough. So this was really interesting. I really enjoyed this. It was great. And it was a lot of fun. Barry came looking for you a little while ago. I don't know what it was about, but he's shouting you needed to ship at Snow Point City. So basically, we can, that takes us to like the battle area, where there's going to be the battle tower. From what it sounds like, there's not going to be the battle frontier there, but basically we need a full Pokedex. Let's see if we're able to do it. What have we not seen yet? Oh, we might be able to actually. I think we've seen everything in, other than Dialga, obviously. We might have seen everything in the region, other than Dialga. Oh, nope, there's still some Pokemon here. Oh, no, I was going to say the Gibble line, but no, I've seen the entire Gibble line. I actually don't know, it's right here. I know one of the... Oh, Uxie, Azelf, Melspirit, and then Dialga. Never mind. But, yeah, obviously I'm not going to do any of that on stream. I just wanted to do the main game on stream. So, obviously, my spare time, I'm going to go and catch Uxie, Azelf, and Melspirit on my free time, and then go get that Dialga scene. Pretty much, that's all you need to do. Like, if you pretty much fought all the trainers that you could, and did that, you'll eventually, you know, find everything there. Like, obviously, I saw everything. I've seen some people are like, oh, yeah, you know, you're screwed if you don't, you know, intentionally, you know, mess up, you know, one of the questions in Fantina's room and fight the trainer that has a Drifloon, or else you won't see a Drifloon, because apparently that's the only trainer in the game that has a Drifloon. Because the only other way to see one is on Friday, when, a Drifloon appears at Valley Windworks, assuming that you didn't, you know, defeat Mars at Valley Windworks that exact Friday like I did when the game came out. But other than that, yeah, if you pretty much did what I did, you should have every Pokemon, you know, at least seen on there. And the only thing else you really need to do is just go and battle the 3, you know, late Guardians. So just go to the respective lake, you know, make sure you have a bunch of Ultra Balls ready so you can catch them. And then go to Celestic Town. You know, we'll go ahead and do that right now just so I can show you guys. Yeah, obviously, go to where Barry's calling. You need the National Dex in order to go there. But we'll go to Celestic Town. So we can't even meet up with Barry right now. But after you become the champion, you can do this. Come in here. Like this. Oh wait, no. I think talk to her? Nope. I guess we talk to her then. Alright. She shows us what Dialga looks like. And then, where are you from? Okay, yeah. So, obviously now Dialga is registered as seen in the Pokedex. And the only Pokemon left to see is Uxie, Azelf, and Melspirit, which I need to go catch. But I'm going to go ahead and just head back to Twinleaf Town. And once I get that National Dex, I can also go back to Romanus Park and do that. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that on my own time. Like I said, I just wanted to do the main game. But yeah, as soon as you're done, you know, seeing every Pokemon in the Sinnoh Dex, just go talk to Professor Rowan. He'll upgrade it to the National Dex. And then afterwards, if you want to, go ahead and catch every single Pokemon, and then go back to that little, you know, was it the Valor Lakefront? and go to those hotels and meet the game director, show him if you want to see your certificate for catching every Pokemon in the Sinnoh Dex. And then I believe since we'll technically have, if we get the National Dex back, we can go ahead and fill up every Pokemon in the National Dex again. But other than that, just go back up to the room. Let's get back in the bed. Can we get in the bed? There we go. Okay, I can't save in the bed. That sucks. That's fine. Let's go ahead and save 3 more times. Everyone is in their order of how I caught them. But with that being said, I believe that is pretty much it for Pokemon Shining Pearl. This was a lot of fun. I definitely recommend giving it a buy. If you guys are waiting for, reviews, I know some people are probably like, oh, it's just Diamond and Pearl again. Obviously, it is Diamond and Pearl again, but you aren't completely locked out like I thought I was going to be from, like, Platinum Pokemon. So, but yes, if you're waiting to hear something about it, I highly recommend getting it. I enjoyed this game a lot. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and, do all the post-game stuff off-stream, pretty much on my own time, and then probably start making up some teams for competitive Pokemon since battle timer is no longer a thing, or the 20-minute battle timer is no longer a thing, so we can actually have longer battles. So we're about to have some good old-fashioned, Gen 4 style singles Wi-Fi battles. I was kind of missing singles battles because in Sword and Shield I did dip my toes into VGC and I did have some fun with that, but I do enjoy singles battles more, and single battles just kind of was not it for me back in Sword and Shield because it was just kind of lame. Not just because there wasn't enough Pokemon, but the main gimmick that made Sword and Shield so fun was the Dynamaxing, and Smogon banned Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing. I'm like, come on, it only lasts 3 turns. If that, and it's not even that much powerful. I mean, if that was going to be the case, you might as well have just banned Mega Evolution when it first came out, but whatever. Either way, that's all I have now. It is technically Thanksgiving now, so happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I do plan on streaming tomorrow on Thanksgiving, but it'll be way later after I'm done doing, family stuff. It'll be later that night. I'm going to be possibly trying to finish Alien Isolation. But yeah, that'll be my Thursday. And then I will see you guys again. And then after Thursday, I'll see you guys Sunday with something else. Don't know what it will be, but it will be something else. So, once again, you guys all have a good night. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.